short stick, Okari Hughes. Hiltz carries. Simmons looked inside, swims, finds Thompson on the backdoor cut. And another interior pass ends up in the back of the net. And Canada, after a bit of a slow start, starting to find their momentum here.
Yeah, this is good for head coach Gary Gait. He's seeing his offense really get to go to work and guys being creative with each other, right? And, you know, this is, as you said, just another inside feed that I think goes to show these players are starting to catch up with each other, figure out what they like to do. This isn't a, you know, any sort of play design other than just a simple, you know, fill, like you said. Finn Thompson's made a living on the crease here in the PLL, now here in the international stage.
Oldman wins another draw cleanly. Final 40 seconds of the quarter. Alex Simmons will just back out as the Canadians are changing through the midfield. Late man on is Sam English, but this is Hogg to Hiltz, to English, to Simmons with a step down shot, and he fired it right at the feet of Wilson. And with 25 seconds to go, Canada has a handful here in the first.
Yeah, ball movement is just drawing the Virgin Island defenders a step too late. And it really only takes 3 passes. That's how crisp it is. And you can see, I mean, that step there, too late. By the time that anyone's caught up to it, it's in the wheelhouse on that left wing. And, you know, Isaiah Wilson was stopping a couple of those to start this game. Now they're squeaking through.
Yeah, in the early 7.5 minutes, Isaiah Wilson was phenomenal to start this game, making arm saves, a couple right off the chest protector. A mammoth in the National Lacrosse League. Now Hiltz to Thompson. Looking inside, we'll go to Simmons. He'll run off a screen, can't turn the corner. Give it back to Anderson. Down low, Hiltz, skip past Simmons. One more. Stevens shoots and he'll score. Far side low past Wilson. And Jake Stevens has his first of the game, and he continues to be one of the hottest shooters for Gary Gates' club. That's his 5th.
Yeah, and this one is just an accurate pinpoint shot. It's, you know, there's a defender in his face, but too much room for a step down here. He gets a full range there, and a sidearm shot right through the wickets, go down low. But like I said, that's just accuracy.
Stevens is a talented two-way defender for the Ottawa Black Bears in the National Lacrosse League, and with the national team and the Sixes team, he has more of an offensive role, and he's really relishing in that. Oldman wins the draw, tried to flip it back near side. Quickly running onto this one will be Alexi Simmerd. And he'll slow things down for Canada.
Oldman's been really good at the X, winning over 75% of draws now against Mexico, Haudenosaunee, and now this Virgin Islands team.
Alex Simmons to Sam English, McConvey, and now Graydon Hogg. Hogg lost his footing on the dodge. Loose ball going to be picked up here by Xander Harmon. He's going to look to run, but bobbled it. McConvey couldn't find it. Nice pickup in traffic by Dante Pauly, though. Good reaction by the USVI attackman to get upfield and find that loose ball. There's Jake Walter. Had a great chat with him post-game yesterday, just talking about how much of a privilege this is to play against some of the top countries in the world and just continue to grow with experience for this club. Good move here by Walter. Watched there by Ty Banks. He'll go back to Dante Pauly. Pauly spins on Wiggins, trying to get the GLE. Wiggins trying to push him off his spot. Little rocker dodge, trying to look inside. Still has it, and the shot will sail high and wide. Under 30 to go on the shot clock, but backed up there by Kyle Murphy.
I'm fine with that. Skill shot. Knew he had the backup.
Murphy to Dunn. Bentley. He'll look to run on the short stick, Sam English. Push through X. 15 on the shot clock. Now gets the GLE. English pushes it back. Inside roll, put over top. He fell inside the crease, so possession will go to Canada. But a couple good look there for the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, a little more urgency now, it seems like, in the start of the second quarter. You know, with a real intent on going to cage. That's what you saw from Bentley.
Pass up top here, McConvey. He'll flip it for Stevens and head off for a change. Simmons, Thompson, Hiltz. And now it'll be the big man on the far side, Levi Anderson, giving off to the speedster, Will Malcolm. Split dodge Stevens. Hiltz. Anderson, inside look. Nice handle by Simmons, but a better save, Wilson. A little no-look pass from Levi Anderson almost caught Simmons off guard. But on the quick shot, Simmons unable to beat Wilson.
Pretty ridiculous. You're able to squeeze that pass in between a couple of defenders.
And there's Bardinelli running free out of the box. Good job, just creating space and changing him through the midfield. Now he's matched up with Lucas Fraser. Bardinelli. He'll take the short stick matchup with Alexi Simmerd. Spins at X, trying to get the GLE. Tried to pass it inside. Simmerd with a clamp down. Loose ball picked up by Lucas Fraser. And then he bobbled it, lost his footing. Simmerd's got a man up ahead. He loses it. Flag thrown by the official. Stevens, fast break Canada, 4-on-3. Simmons skipped it. Thompson all alone and too easy. As the USVI defense was almost playing a flat line and no one picked up Thompson underneath, and that's just too easy for Canada.
It's another skip pass that they burn him with. It seems like the USVI are, a little bit too single-minded when it comes to it defensively. You see the 4-on-3, you're already in trouble against a team like Canada, but they give way too much importance to that next pass instead of the skip pass. It's wide open.
So Finn Thompson continues his tournament lead with 10 goals.
And he's by far the most proficient scorer at this tournament so far. Came into today's game with 14 points.
And so now Oldman will take this draw. And I think that's Runkle, the LSM, will match up as USVI just trying to get a late body onto the field. It's going to be Cayman Callahan. Long blonde locks flowing out the back of the bucket. Loose ball picked up off the draw by Lucas Fraser. Ukari Hughes will force him down the side and make him pass it to Simmons. Now Thompson. Thompson to Hiltz on the far side, right back to Thompson at X. Now Simmons on the near side. English. Late man is Hogg, but he'll come back to Simmons. Simmons has the short stick if he wants to go. He'll try to split up top, slips back underneath, finds Thompson, looks inside, skips it up top. Hogg, one more to Hiltz. Now McConvey. He's on the far side with it. Inside, Finn Thompson, and again, Canada just exposing this USVI defense with their ball movement. And with 9:15 to go, that'll be a hydration break as Canada has an 8 spot here in the second quarter. You're watching the 2026 Pan American Lacrosse Championships in Jamaica. The heavy shot, he'll sting the short side corner, and it's a 10 spot for Canada as Simmons gets his second. So out of the attack group of Hiltz, Simmons, and Thompson, they have 8 of Canada's 10 goals.
Yeah, and this is just a skill shot. I mean, it's an outside one, probably one that the netminder Isaiah Wilson should have, but I don't know. There's not much of an angle there in that upper 90, and he found it. Oh. I mean, this is the game's best, among the game's best right here on the field, and they're showing it. I mean, that's a great shot.
So Simmons, with his 6th of the tournament, extends Canada's lead. Right back to the face-off we go, and Oldman will win it cleanly here to Taylor Jensen. Simmons to Thompson. Back to Simmons.
Team Canada's now won 10 of 11 face-off draws.
Graydon Hogg off the bench will find Hiltz. Trying to split up top and then try to throw a little cheeky backhander to Finn Thompson. And that was out of his reach. Maybe a little too aggressive with that pass. And so now David Benjamin will walk this